but it has literally transformed my facial acne, my body acne, my acne scars. And for $8, it has made such a difference in my life and in my skin. I have been using this little red vampire blood cranberry juice looking peel for over 3 years now, and it has done insane things to my skin. I am all out of storage on my phone, so I was like going through my little library and trying to find photos and videos to delete. And I came across these photos of what my skin looked like before I had started using The Ordinary's AHA BHA peel regularly. And regularity in skincare is so important. But when I saw this photo and then I looked at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, holy guacamole. I mean, I know she does a lot of skincare, but this has been like one of the products that's been consistent in my routine for 3 years. I've actually had it for 5. And it has just been such an experience, both positive and negative, because yes, I have done some things that I don't recommend. So what is this? Well, we've spoken about it before. This is the most potent peel that you can get over the counter without being a licensed esthetician or a medical practitioner. We use peels in professional clinics and dermatology all the time. Things like salicylic or glycolic peels to resurface the skin, help with pigmentation, literally cause frosting of the skin. Now, you can't do that and you shouldn't do that at home, but this is the most potent thing that you can get and do as long as you're doing it right. And there's an entire video about how to do this safely, such as using gloves, especially if you're doing this on someone else on a regular basis. But if you want to do this yourself, it is $8, and as long as you patch test first, it could be amazing for your skin. Now, I have made mistakes. I have kept this on my face longer than 10 minutes in some instances. You need to apply this on dry skin. There have been a time or two that I accidentally applied it on wet skin. I have applied this to my entire body in the shower. Manufacturer's directions do not recommend doing that. I do want to be transparent though. It's something that I've done, and I've done it a multitude of times ever since someone recommended it to me. But it has literally transformed my facial acne, my body acne, my acne scars. And for $8, it has made such a difference in my life and in my skin. With full transparency, I have had not this one bottle, but a bottle of The Ordinary's AHA BHA peeling solution for at least 5 years. I originally heard about The Ordinary in, I think it was 2018. And in 2019, I did a video talking about their little no-brainer kit and why I liked it and what I was learning about the brand, because I did not know the controversy behind the brand. Ooh, there's actually a lot, but that's a story for another day. But back then, my skin used to look like this. I have always had large pores, I'm oily and acne prone, and I've always had acne scars. This was no difference, and even with makeup, you could kind of see it poking through at some points. Well, around 3 years ago is when I started using this regularly. By regularly, I'm talking about minimum once a week. There were some times that I was testing new skincare, like a celebrity skincare line, and I didn't use it at all, but I keep coming back to this, and I would say in general, on average for the last 3 years, about once a week. You put it on dry skin, leave it on for 10 minutes, use an acid neutralizer or water to wash it off, don't get in your eyes, don't eat it, don't put period blood on your face. Yes, we've reacted and done a lot of videos about what you should know, because this is a powerful punch, it is a powerful petunia, it is a powerful primate. It'll do a lot to your face if you're not careful, okay? And it isn't for everyone, but for the right skin type and skin condition, I think it makes a huge difference, which is my anecdotal experience. It has made a huge difference for me. This video is a close-up of my skin about 1.5 years ago. You can see that I do have little areas where the sun has gotten to me, even when I do apply my sunscreen. You can see that when I smile, my acne scars kind of tug at my skin and create little wrinkles. And if you were to touch my skin, the best analogy I have is that it kind of feels like sourdough bread. That has kind of been the way it has always been since struggling with acne so badly. And yes, I found ways to deal with it, and yes, I do use tretinoin regularly. I have not done a lot of invasive procedures. For example, I have gotten professional chemical peels, but I really haven't done one in the past 3 years since the pandemic, and I personally don't get treatments like Botox or filler that can sometimes fill out or smooth out areas of the skin. But even when you compare that video from like 1 year to 1.5 years ago to literally today, look at my fucking skin! Like, this peel has been a part of my routine, and I've seen such a difference. Again, my acne was at its worst 7 to 10 years ago, and you can see how painful it was both physically and emotionally, but the severity of my acne, it should have left much more long-lasting scars than it had. And the reason that it hasn't is because I've taken really good care of my skin. I've learned about sunscreen, I've trained professionally, I've helped other people, and I use products literally like this and retinoids that really come together and help. Now, am I saying that this product, made me go from this before to this after? Absolutely not. Again, I do use sunscreen regularly. I do use retinoids in my routine. I love things like Dermatica or Apostrophe that have prescription strength retinoids. There are are many other things that I have access to or that I use, so I don't want to credit everything to this. But I will say that this is the one thing I keep coming back to. It keeps me consistent, and I do think it has made a huge difference in my skin and in my routine, and specifically in my back acne as well. Like when I apply this to my chest or my back, which I haven't done for 3 years, I can see an immediate difference once I wash it off. And then, you know, if I do it regularly, a couple months, a couple weeks later, like I see that difference. And this is one of those things that for $8, it's accessible, it's affordable, it's vegan and cruelty free. It's something I recommend to everyone whose skin can handle it. Again, you need to patch test, make sure that you're not going to keloid or hyperpigment. You have really, really fair skin, make sure that it's not going to irritate you and leave you red for 3 days. But if you do have acne, if you have acne scars, oily skin, and not a huge risk of pigmentation or rosacea that looks like acne, this is fantastic. And if you're curious about those conditions, of course, get a diagnosis from a dermatologist because so many skin lesions can look the same. But we've done videos breaking down the main ingredients in skincare products that are better for those conditions if that is something that you're struggling with. And you can use some of these over-the-counter products in conjunction with prescriptions or just on their own. And this is one that has absolutely been like a little best friend of mine. It makes me feel good, it makes my wallet feel good, and it's one of the things that I genuinely don't shut up about because I don't want to. And it's made such a difference in my routine and for me that when looking back over the past 3 years, I'm like, wow, I wish that I would have had access to this when I was 16. And if you're watching, if you haven't tried this and you think it's right for your skin, and if you patch test appropriately, I hope this little $8 bottle might be the one thing that you're waiting for or have been missing. Again, there's lots of other things that go into a healthy skin routine. Healthy skin is not just about one product, it's about many factors, including your lifestyle. But when I look at these before and afters, I'm like, yo, buddy, we've been through a lot together, and I'm really, really happy to say I know you. Has anybody else had an experience with the Ordinary's peel? Again, there are some disasters with the Ordinary's peel, such as this kid who tried to microneedle with the peel. We've done reaction videos to this product telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I've listed all of those in the description because, again, this is not to be f***ed around with. And as long as you're approaching it with skepticism and in a responsible way, this might do amazing things for your skin. No guarantees, but it did for me. It's almost been 10 minutes, so I'm going to wash this off. I'm gonna do my skincare responsibly. Always remember to stay hydrated, both orally and topically. Always reapply that sunscreen, especially after exfoliating your face, and be beautiful both inside and out. I love you, and so does every single one of my back pimples that, yes, I sometimes still deal with, and I cannot wait to see you in one of these other Ordinary peeling videos. Love you guys. Bye.